The Warriors will face big changes right now. Bob Myers just stepped down from the general manager position, and this is the first step to end their dynasty, and I will explain why Myers getting out will cause this. A few people will say it's not over while Stephen Curry is still there, but this puts a lot of pressure in only one guy. And they are in a huge mess right now. They basically have no choice, then trade one or two key players. After the new CBA rules, the league changed a few things for considering the amount of money spent in every team roster. This year, the Warriors were the most expensive team ever, costing $350 million. And well, Joe Lacob, the Warrior owner, cares for spending so much money in a roster. And also, if they would keep this entire roster, it would be $500 million. Yes, $500 million for a team who's only won 44 games in the season. If this was the Warriors in 2016 breaking records, I would accept that. Actually, only if they won the finals, and not blow up a 3-1 lead against the Cavaliers. And well, this is also a big shot for the owner, because his excuse to not let the team together could also be, the NBA don't let me. So, the only solution to get this price down, someone got to say bye-bye. And no Warriors fans, trading Jordan Poole isn't this easy like you would want to. I'll explain later why. In my opinion, it's going to be Draymond Green, who is on the market, being able to go as a free agent, but I will need to explain the other players' situation first, so you can understand why Draymond seems the right choice. The first key player of the Warriors who might go away could be Klay Thompson. I know we all think Klay is a very good player, and in fact he is, but after this postseason he won't be able to ask for a big paycheck in any team. Even though he led the NBA in threes this year, he's not a good defender anymore. This postseason the weight of the team was entirely in Stephen Curry's back, and Klay might have played 1 or 2 games well, but the rest was a nightmare. We can say for Steve Kerr's reaction to Klay's attempt, he is not the same player. I know that Klay got back after tearing his Achilles and his ACL, but this won't be all to demand a full max contract on the Warriors or anywhere else. So he probably will accept an average contract in the Golden State. But there's big news about Jonathan Kuminga, who showed that if he continues to play the length like in the playoffs, he will demand a trade. After Andrew Wiggins taking off from a 2 months absence due to family matters, Jonathan Kuminga got a place in the court and showed his potential. Playing about 24 minutes and dropping 13 points, he also had a lot of hustle and was a solid defender for his team. But the only problem is that Kuminga doesn't shoot. So in the playoffs when Wiggins got back, Steve Kerr put Kuminga on the bench, otherwise would have a lot of problems to make the team play with Kuminga, Draymond, and Looney, 3 players that don't shoot. So after got his time out, Kuminga was furious with the Warriors. One reporter even talked to him and said he was upset. Because of that he would meet the Golden State Warriors management this offseason, demanding a full-time role, or he will demand a trade. But there's a problem there. Don't get me wrong. I think Kuminga showed us a huge season, especially for a 20-year-old, so it will be very probable that any team could accept a young talent. But his problem is that his contract is only $6 million, so it barely affects the price tag that the Golden State has to deal with. So, if they will trade Kuminga, they will need to trade with a high-priced player, and that, my friend, is where Jordan Poole enters. I know when we say the Warriors need to trade, everybody comes and says that is Jordan Poole, but it is not simple as it looks. Poole just signed a $124 million contract, and teams aren't running after him, especially after this postseason. He had his worst shooting season since his rookie season. And he showed a big problem in this season. It seems everything he wants to do needs to be a highlight, or the hardest thing. Look at what Gilbert Arenas said about it.
It's one to shoot easier shots, get yourself going first. And remember, free throw to the three-point line is the three-point line to where the you be shooting your threes from, right? Which one is the easier shot? The free throw is the easier shot than the 3, right? Then it means the 3 is the easier shot than the they taking. Move to the easier shot, right? From here to half court, or from here to the end of that goddamn other baseline, that's only worth 3 points, right? So I want to shoot the easiest 3 out of the 3s. I want to shoot the easiest one, right? It's like, they think it's cool to see who can shoot the furthest.
Well, and this also showed like in the end of Game 1 against the Lakers. With 10 seconds left he tried to do this half-court shot instead driving a little closer. And in the season, it also happened before. In that game, Steph got ejected after throwing the mouthguard after Jordan tried the shot. Speaking of throws, it seems that Draymond Green throwing him down had serious consequences. It seems that they never made up, even though he talked to the media real smooth. In the court, Jordan doesn't seem like he accepts what happened between him and Draymond. It is bad. By the way, in the trade question, in my opinion Draymond is a huge candidate for it. As he can become a free agent, a lot of teams probably will want. He's a huge role when it comes to being a team player, defensive, and also a great championship experience. He's essential to Stephen Curry's game and also said wants to be a Warriors for life. But there's two crucial things right there. He also leaked that he was expecting a maximum contract extension of 4 years. He probably thought that they would do the same they did with Klay Thompson when he injured his ACL. But things have changed since he leaked that report. One of the things that people talked a lot about was that this year Dre was playing really soft with the Lakers, maybe due to his friendship with LeBron, and also there were rumors that he wanted to be a Laker, but now the Lakers itself is basically done with high payments too. So this is out of the question for him. And we might consider that Dre would try a friendly team contract. Well, the Warriors might have wanted, but also, Draymond is a big magnet for problems. Kicked LeBron in the finals of 2016, which probably was the reason the Cavaliers did the biggest turn-up in the NBA playoffs history. Punched Jordan Poole in training camp, said to Kevin Durant that they don't need him and he could walk away. And the last one that was against the Kings, stepping on Sabonis' chest. The only way that I see the possibility of him staying, was if the person who takes care of everything was going to be with them. And that is, Bob Myers. Every single problem in the team Myers needed to deal with, and he did it very well. A lot of people think the game is only the players and the coach, but the front office has a huge importance on that, and Bob did a really good job in the last 12 years. If the office wasn't that important, the Bulls wouldn't be this mess since Jordan's time. And going back to Draymond's trade, would be a huge opportunity for the Warriors to let Kuminga play side to side with Looney. The 20-year-old has a contract of just $6 million a year, which brings a huge opportunity to Warriors to free some budget and also develop a young star. But with Bob Myers walking away from general manager, Klay Thompson having a low efficiency performance, and Draymond Green on free agency, it's time to face it, the Warriors dynasty is over.
This job, the one I'm in, and I would say this for any professional general manager or coach, requires complete engagement, complete effort, 1,000%. And if you can't do it, then you shouldn't do it. And so that's the answer to the question of why. I can't do that to our players. I can't do that to Joe and Peter. I really can't do it to myself.
And also one more thing, if you like this video please subscribe. I am a very small channel and want to bring more content for you, so please, help me to reach the goal of 1,000 subscribers. Thank you, and I see you in the next video.